Let's go. Yeah. I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. Never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same. Cause that's what it takes.
Video. My name is Dorcas. To those who are new here, I'm a stay-at-home mom and I'm also a wife. Yeah, I'm a mom of 2, but apart from that, I also work from home. So I work from home and I'm also a stay-at-home mom. So today we start this day by making some breakfast porridge for my babies, and then I'll feed them, and then later we'll go and start to prepare dinner. So if you're new here, feel so much welcome. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Give this video a like, comment, and share, and let's enjoy this video together. So yeah, feel welcome all to this video.
Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same. Cause that's what it takes.
So I wanted this porridge to cool a little bit faster. I put water in the sink and then my porridge, and then I'll let it cool for a few minutes, and then I'll feed my babies after this. Yeah, so for my children, they are both good feeders, but I would want to say that my son feeds a bit slowly, and then my daughter will feed quicker. So they are both good feeders. It is only that their pace is different, but they end up feeding so well. So I can't complain on that section. I just thank God because they don't choose food. They just eat what the mom has provided for them. So my jerry cans are empty and my children love to play with them. So they would use them as their seats, and then they would pull them or push them as their vehicles. And I just allow them to play with anything, because children can learn from anything and from everywhere. So I just allow them to play with whatever they have, as far as they are not destroying it. So I'm also feeding my son, because I feel like if he feeds himself the porridge or he drinks the porridge on himself, he takes it slowly, so it ends up becoming so watery, and most of the time I'll end up throwing it away, and I do not want that. So I opted to feed him so that I don't have anything to throw away.
Tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, la, 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 la.
So I want to make some vegetable rice, and I'm going to prepare this with some kamande. Yeah, so the ingredients are very simple and they are very few. I'm sure you might have everything in your house. So let me show you what we are going to start with. So I think I'm going to start with kamande. Kamande are also the lentils, but I'm going to keep it really simple. Yeah, so let's get into it. Yeah, so guys, I'm starting off with the stew. And I have my onions here and my garlic, and because I had chopped my garlic in these shapes, that's why I have to use it this point when I'm using the onions. So my garlic is in. I'm just going to add in some oil. So guys, we are starting with the camande stew. Yeah, so we are going to have this vegetable rice with some camande stew. So as my onions are cooking, let me show you what you need. Of course, you need the main ingredients. The main ingredients being camande. Yeah, so I've already boiled mine. Yeah, so it's ready for the next step. So for the spices, I'm just going to use this coconut cream. This is a game changer, by the way, my people. It makes your food really taste yummy. And you can use if you have the milk, you can use the milk. But for me, I have the powder. So I'm just going to use the coconut powder. So the other spice that I'm going to use is some curry powder. I'm going to use some paprika. And then I'm going to use some garam masala. So these are the only spices that I'm going to use. Yeah, okay, for the other vegetables that I'm just going to incorporate in my camande are these carrots. I've just cut them in round shape. You can cut them in any shape that you desire. And then guys, I have some tomatoes. Yeah, I didn't have some hoho. If I had some hoho or the capsicum, I would have used it. But the one I have is for the rice. Yeah, so I'm just going to allow my onions to cook until they are golden brown, and then we'll proceed to our next step. This is very easy. Yeah, very easy. So I've already added the tomatoes, and my onions are almost burning. Yeah, some had already started to burn, so I'll go in with the salt. I'll just put enough, and then I'll add in my curry powder. I allow my ancestors to lead me when I'm cooking. Yeah, you guys know Africans, we don't measure these things, especially if it comes to something like the stew. Yeah, we just allow our ancestors to lead us. So I have added in some garam masala. So the next thing to add is the paprika. I love paprika so much because it gives my stews that deep color. Yeah, so I love paprika so much. So I'll just add it in. I'll mix this up. And then I'll allow it to cook under low heat for at least 5 minutes. Thereafter, we'll be adding in our carrots. My tomatoes are cooked now at this point, and my carrots are ready to go in. So I'll just add in the carrots, and then I'll stir. Allow the carrots to cook for around 3 minutes, and yeah, just like that. Give it a good mix. Give it a good mix. Allow it to cook for around 5 minutes without adding water, and then thereafter I'll add in the water. Yeah guys, so my stew at this point, it's looking like this, but I want to add in some water, just a little, not too much, my people. My mountain people, I'm talking to you, not too much. We want to have our stew thick. Yeah, so this is it. Yeah, so I'll allow this stew to boil, and then thereafter it's when I'm going to add in my coconut cream. Yeah, I like adding it a bit later so that it still retains the flavor. So I'll allow this to boil for a few minutes, about 5 minutes, and then when my stew is almost ready, that's when I'll add in the coconut powder. If you add in too early, I feel like the flavor disappears, and I want to retain that coconut flavor. I want to dilute this coconut cream, just putting it in water. Yeah, so I'll just put this in water. I said if you have the coconut powder, the coconut milk, you can use it at this point. I'll now add in some water, and then I'll stir this, and I'll add it to my stew. Yeah, so this is it. My stew is going on really well, so I'll just add this all over, and then I'll mix it up, and I'll give this my stew a few more minutes. Yeah, and after that it will be ready. Our stew is now ready. I love it when it's a bit thick. Yeah, so you see this, it's so thick. Yeah, the coconut flavor, I can smell it at this stage, and that is what I want, or what you want. Yeah, you want to retain that flavor. So you see my stew is not runny. Yeah, this is how I love it. This is how I love it. Yeah, so we'll now go ahead and now prepare the vegetable rice, and then we'll serve our meals. Good morning. I can't imagine we are saying a good morning, because I had intended to make this vegetable rice yesterday, but guys, I got a bit tired. I was alone, my hubby wasn't there, so I got a bit tired of taking care of the kids, and we just decided to eat the rice plain as it was, and then now it's in the following morning. So I want to make the rice as I had intended to. So for the vegetable rice, it's really easy. I keep on saying, anything that you want to make it as a fried rice, anything fried rice, the best rice to work with is the rice that have been kept in the fridge and the moisture is all gone. So I had kept my rice in the fridge yesterday, so this is how it's looking like. We are going to work with this. And then guys, I have some carrots. Yeah, I had already chopped my ingredients, you can tell, but I was unable to finish the process. So I have some carrots, and then we have some peas. So I'll be boiling these peas, and the water is boiling. I'll be adding a bit of baking soda and some salt just to retain the color of the peas. Yeah, so here we have our peas, and then guys, we have some colored peppers. I had even forgotten to cover the colored pepper, so zimechomwa na baridi kidogo, but it's fine. We'll be working with this. So we have some colored peppers, and lastly we have some onions. Yeah, for the any vegetable rice, use as many onions as you can. And then we have some garlic. I'll be also adding some garlic. Yeah, for the spices, I'm not going to use many spices. I'll just be using some cumin seeds and maybe a Royco cube. That will be it. Yeah, I'll show you the spices, cumin seeds and a Royco cube. So guys, let's start by boiling our peas, and the water is already in the fire. It's almost boiling, so I'll just add in some baking soda and some salt, and then we boil our peas and we get started. Yeah, this trick I learned from someone. I can't remember who this was, but she was saying you add in the baking soda and the salt, and that helps to retain the color. For me, I know I knew only the salt recipe, and I mean I only knew about adding the salt so that you retain the color, but she mentioned you can also add in some baking soda, and the salt has to be a lot. And now my seeds, my peas will go in, and I won't be covering them. Yeah, they will just boil like that without being covered. Yeah, so I'll allow this to boil for maybe 5 minutes, and that will be it. Let's start off by chopping our ingredients. So we have the green peppers, the onions, and the garlic to chop.
Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw. So I want to start by putting in our garlic, because our garlic is diced, it's not grated. So
I want to ensure that it is cooked and it has some flavor. So I'll start in with the diced garlic. I'll cook this for a few seconds with my onions. And for any vegetable rice, just use a lot of onion, and I'll allow this to become translucent, and then we'll add in the next ingredient. At this point, I now want to add in some cumin seeds. You can work with the powder, but for me anything that I make it as a vegetable, as fried rice, I like using the seeds more than the powder. So the seeds will cook for 30 seconds also, or 40 seconds, and then we'll add in our carrots, because the carrots take a bit longer to cook, so carrots will be going next. So remember, we are cooking some vegetable rice. The onions, they do not have to really brown. So I now add in the carrots. And allow this to cook for a few minutes, because carrots, they take a bit longer to cook. And I did not branch them, but if you choose to branch them, it's well. Yeah, so let it cook for around 3 or 2 minutes. At this stage, I'll now add in the colored peppers. I'll add in my green peas. And then this is the point where I'll add in my Royco cube. And then I'll add in a pinch of salt. Because remember, Royco cubes, they have some salt. So I do not want to over salt my vegetable rice, so I'll just add a pinch of this. Yeah, and then I'll stir. Remember, the colored peppers, remember, the colored peppers, they don't take long to cook. Yeah, so I'll just mix this, and then I'll just add in the rice. The main goal of any vegetable rice is to have as many vegetables as you can. Make it colorful, and you can use whatever you have, as far as the vegetable you are not using doesn't become soggy. So you can use any vegetable. So with my rice, I'll now start I'll now put it in, and then I'll give this one a good mix.
Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game.
I need to add water, some little water, just to make the rice really hot, because you may find that rice yako haitapata moto vizuri, haitakuwa moto vizuri if you rush this process. So I'll just add a few drops of water, and I'll give this for around, and I'll cook this for around 2 minutes, and our rice will be ready.
The flawless traits I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say,
Now our stew is warm enough. I'll just serve it here. And I'm telling you, the coconut flavor is still very strong. I can smell it. Yeah, so I told you the trick to that is to add in your coconut cream when the food is almost ready. Yeah, so This is how my dinner plate should have looked like, but I'm having this in the morning, which is not a bad thing also. Yeah, so this is it for the vegetable rice. This is it for the vegetable rice. It's very easy, very simple, and really yummy.
Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing.
So it's long enough, and I'm glad that you stuck around until the end of it. Thank you so much to those of us who always come back to watch my videos. I appreciate you so much. To those of us who are new here and they have considered subscribing, thank you so much. I also appreciate you. Now I think I'll end the video here, guys. Thank you so much. You can share the video, like, comment, subscribe to those who haven't, and I'll see you on my next video. Until then, guys, bye.